Well, hello and welcome back. Thanks for coming back. Where are we? Downtown, midtown, uptown Paphos. Well, this is the Limassol roundabout, so that must mean we're in uptown Paphos. Are we going to go to Limassol? No. Are we going to go down to the blue Mediterranean Sea? No, not today. We're going to head in towards central Paphos, and you never know, you might get to learn a route that you never knew existed. And you may have noticed that there's a little bit of dampness on the road because we've had a bit of a shower or two through the night. We had, to be honest, a bit of windy and a bit of heavy rain. But it would appear that as these lights go to red, luckily for me, I just went over the line before they went to amber. Yes, Lady Andrea. And that naughty little peacock that's sitting next to you. Smart. Yes. Anyway. We had a little bit of rain and of course 1 or 2 light showers earlier on in the day. And if you're curious to know what time it is, it's just gone 10 a.m. Yes, you heard me correctly, because if you're watching it literally as this video came out, therefore it must be 10 a.m. But of course you're in the UK, so luckily we're a couple of hours ahead of you. So this video is literally almost live, and I was then frantically sitting in the Atlas coffee shop uploading it to YouTube, and of course putting a picture or two on especially for you. So it is the Sunday morning drive. Yep, would I lie to you? Let's take a left and go down to a very busy area of Paphos. Although on a Sunday, of course, it's not that busy, and especially it is quite early in the morning, isn't it? Wow. It is by Cypriot standards, because most people in Cyprus don't really roll out of bed until around about 9:30, frantically run around doing all the things they want to do, and then at around about 11:30 they start thinking about lunch. So then it's time to raid the bakeries, grab those baked beans or whatever it is you fancy, and leg it, get back home and get lunch. After lunch, what do? Not a lot, to be honest, not a lot. Like most people who come on a holiday, we like to chill out, sit by the pool, perhaps dip our toes in the blue Mediterranean Sea, or just do absolutely bugger all. Because that's what it's all about, isn't it? Chilling out and relaxing on the island of love, which of course is Cyprus, and there's nowhere more relaxed on that little island than Paphos. It's where we really like to chill out. A bit busy around here. You know why? Because that's a supermarket and everyone's popping in perhaps to get that coffee or a biscuit or perhaps that bit of bread for lunch, which is coming of course very soon indeed. And on a Sunday, very important to go for lunch. Most Cypriots will go back to see their families, wherever that might be, maybe around the corner, maybe up in the village, maybe all the way in downtown Nicosia. But guess what? That's where they're going for lunch. Where's Mr. Paul going for lunch today, you're wondering? He's going to Coral Bay. Yeah, he is. Oh yes, Lady Ali. Yep. Sunil, you never know. There could be a video coming in the next couple of days, especially for you. I'm going to get some scruffy old shoes on and pop them on, and hopefully, if we don't get arrested, that is, go and strut our stuff down the Coral Bay Strip. So don't forget to keep coming back to the little channel known as Marika and me. Now and again we go and do something extraordinary, like come up with a word like spectacality, don't we, Sir Jim? But Sir Jim likes it, that must mean that Lady Amanda likes it, and there's a man in a black taxi who's frantically in a hurry. Why? He's probably going for a coffee somewhere, a little bit like Mr. Paul. These are the important things in life in downtown Paphos. Now, if you do like what you see, why not consider to hit that like, the thumbs up button, and of course perhaps join us as a subscriber on the channel. Of course, we like to call people family members, but of course YouTube tells you that you are a subscriber. Anyway, doesn't cost you a single penny, it just tells YouTube that you like what you've seen, and perhaps they should recommend it to more like-minded people like yourselves. And while you're at it, why not keep us afloat by helping us out on the Buy Me a Coffee platform. That's where you can gift us that virtual coffee or two as a thank you, as a gesture of goodwill, or perhaps to keep us motivated to keep on making these videos especially for you. Perhaps you want a special video, 2 or 3 coffees, and guess what? That video will be coming very soon, especially for you. And I'd like to thank some of the guys that take that trouble to go and hunt us down. It's not that easy. It takes you 4 or 5 minutes to do it. Of course, you've got to set up one of your plastic friends, and of course we do appreciate it very, very much indeed. And if your name is Lady Amanda, and of course there is a Sir Jim in your life, we thank you very, very much indeed. Superstar members we'd like to thank. We've got some new guys on the block. Of course, we've got a Sir Lee, there's a girl in his life, and she is Lady Jet. Welcome to the Superstar platform, of course, on Buy Me a Coffee, and we do appreciate and thank you very, very much for your €10 a month. If there's something we can do for you, let us know in the comments, and of course, it will be coming very, very soon indeed. New petrol station on the left-hand side. Well, sorry, it was a petrol station, and now they've completely knocked it down. One assumes that they're going to be putting in new tanks. We'll have to find out and keep you posted. Anyway, where are we? Kennedy Square. So we're actually in the old town, aren't we? Kennedy Square is to the right-hand side. The old former police station is behind all these billboards here to the left, and they're going to turn that into like a museum, and they're going to build some shops and some offices and a nice park in and around it. So that's going to be a nice addition to the oldish town area of Paphos. Those of you who've not been to Paphos before will understand that there are some diggerings going on and some renovations going on. Unfortunately, it is going to inconvenience you that little bit on your holiday, but the important bit, like the harbour and the promenade, they're all done and they are perfect, and they're waiting just for you. And if you do take the trouble to come on the Big Bird, or perhaps paddle like crazy on a canoe, you are going to have a great, great time if you come to Paphos. And if you're looking for Marika and me, well, why not come and see us in the Pelican restaurant in the middle of the harbour? More often than not, that's where we're sitting. I'm the idiot in the blue hat with a pair of sunglasses, often tonking on a Romeo and Juliet cigar, especially for Sir Martin and of course Lady Victoria, and of course that man from down in Southend who likes to do a bit of lardy-darring when he's over in the Dominion Republic. But don't worry, he's coming back to Paphos very, very soon indeed. That is our Sir Bernie, and of course his beauty, and that's our Lady Jan. Now, you can also help us out in the YouTube comments, where you write a comments. As you're about to start it, there'll be a little heart sign with a $sign in the middle. I'd like to thank some of the guys again that do. If your name is Sir Niels, we thank you very, very much indeed. Of course, if your name is Lady Angelette, we thank you very, very much. Of course, Lady Ali, goes without saying, this lady likes to contribute to us on every single way that she can. But please, please, this week, Lady Ali, no car washing, because I've washed the car and it's absolutely spotless. So thank you very, very much indeed. Slowly but surely, we are heading down towards the Cato Paphos Promenade and Harbour area. Would I not give you a spectacality of a view indeed? Well, of course I will. So don't click off just yet. Stick with us as we head straight down to the blue, 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 blue Mediterranean Sea. Now, we were just talking about cigars, and right on the left hand side here, the one with the blacked out windows, on this side it's got some signage, and it's called the Habanos Specialist, and that's a cigar specialist, and it's one of the best in Paphos. We've got 3 of them, and of course all the local kiosks and those kind of people sell cigars as well, but if you want something special, that's where you go. And guess what? When that Sir Martin, he's a bit of a naughty boy, by the way. I understand that Victoria has to smack him now and again, but that's where we're going to go and get some great, great cigars. We're going to hang out in the Pelican, and we're going to tonk on those cigars, especially for Lord Derek Scully in downtown Dublin, another superstar amongst superstars. But I tell you what, the weather as we come down has got that little bit better, hasn't it? All these roads are dried out. That water on the right hand side then was the man who'd washed his terrace down, so don't worry about that bit. These roads are absolutely dry. The pavements are dry, everything's lovely and dry. And that's because the sun is shining and we are heading down to the blueness. The sky is blue, I promise you the sea will be blue. Mr. Paul is dressed head to toe in blue. So that must mean one thing. All that is missing is you. So come on, get yourself on a Big Bird or a canoe. Start paddling like crazy. Paphos Cyprus, Marika and me, guess what? We're waiting, especially for you. So come on, Lady Janet, and of course, Lady Enid, why don't you get yourself on a Big Bird and come back to what's going on here, eh? Oh my goodness. goodness. They've closed off the road down to the harbour because, yes, it's the marathon today, so that's what it is. And that gentleman's having a bit of a heated conversation, isn't he, with a police officer. And, well, this is Cyprus at the end of the day. And to be fair to the police officer, if you could see his mannerisms, he was being very, very humbled indeed. But we do like to have a good shouting match with a police officer in downtown Paphos. And more often than not, by the way, we do actually win, and they don't pull their guns out and they don't shoot us. Although now and again, they do smack us around the head with a truncheon or two. Anyway, look at this. There's a lot of people walking along here, isn't there? So these are some of the marathon people. You can see people walking along with little buckets. They're looking to raise money. So this is an organised event. They're all carrying these bags, marathon bags. There's a dog doing the marathon. Wow, superstar. Let's hope he gets all the way to the end. And as we see, there's police everywhere. Let's wish everyone luck, and don't forget to come back, because of course we are going to keep on doing little marathon events over the next couple of days or so. But don't worry, I've promised you a great view out into the blue Mediterranean Sea. So let's take a left here, and then we are across the road now to the King's Hotel, by the way. We're in downtown Tomb of the Kings, that's where we are. And yeah, I think they've closed this bit off as well, haven't they? There you go. What can I say? Welcome to Paphos when a marathon is going on. Well, there we go. What can I say? Thanks for watching. Of course, if you do like what you see, hit that like, click that, subscribe. Don't forget to keep coming back for a little bit more of my complete and utter madness. And it looks as though today we're not going to end on a spectacality of a view. Although there is an unusual sight. That is a thing that's called the citron, isn't it? Although now it's not, is it? It's called the DS. Is it any good? Drop it in the comments. We know it's French. On that note, what car do you think Mr. Paul's driving around? Lady Andrea, and I know it was that peacock sitting next to her, that naughty boy called Sir Mart, was almost right, but not quite. McDonald's, if you want to get a burger or two. That is the Tomb of the Kings bus terminal on the right hand side, brand new, and it's opened up especially for you. Thanks for watching. I'll see you again very, very soon indeed. There you go, see, that's that spectacality of a view indeed. The rear end of a Citroen DS, and it's a DS7. Lovely. Let's take a left, because I'm sick of that view. Paphos Hotel, that's having a bit of refurb. It's getting ready for all the guys that want to come and stay there. We open in a couple of weeks, by the way. Look at that down there. Yeah, that's a view to die for. Straight out across the grass, across the treetops. That is the blue Mediterranean Sea. And of course it's waiting. Yeah, it really is. Waiting especially for you. This is the rear end of the Elysium Hotel, by the way. Look at that. Feast your eyes and digest.